Hello everyone, my name is Nico Omi, and today you will be witnessing the first ever episode of Top Nintendo Switch Games, a Switch Playtime Chart by Nico Omi. Now this means every single month on Parental Controls app by Nintendo, you get to see a monthly report of your most played games of the month. At the start of every month, I will be here to report to you my chart, my top 5 most played games according to the app. Every month it will change. For example, if Mario Odyssey was my #1 game of the month with 30 hours playtime, and next month it'd be number 2, it'd be going down one spot. There'll be things like games debuting on the chart. I'll keep track of how many weeks games are at #1, what their peak is on the chart. It's for me, but it's also for you to see what my style of gaming is, what my most played games are, more insight to see how much I'm playing games, to see if you might be interested in a game. Every single month I'll be talking about how much I enjoyed the game, how much I really liked playing it in the month that I played it in. For example, Breath of the Wild did not come out this month, it came out 6 months ago, but I will explain what I enjoyed of Breath of the Wild this month. So you can always come back every single month to see how I'm enjoying games, how they're stacking up to other games, and also how I'm enjoying them throughout the months and not just the first week or first month that the game comes out. With that said, I will begin the chart now with number 5. Number 5 is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Since this is the first chart, I do not have the charts for the month prior, so this is technically the debut of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and it had 1.9 hours of gameplay this month. That's obviously a very small amount, especially compared to the other games of the month. For reference, I played the Nintendo Switch for 54 hours this month, so the 2 hours of Breath of the Wild were obviously not that big of a percentage, but I did enjoy Breath of the Wild. I made a new video that's coming out later this month, where I went to Princess Zelda's castle and I went to her diary room and read through her diary. It was this whole little skit that you'll see later where I just kind of read through her diary, make fun of her room. It's like an episode of Punk'd, like on MTV, but with Princess Zelda. So that's why I played Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I still need to finish this game. I was occupied with lots of other games that you'll see on this list later, but yeah, I still go back and enjoy Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild here and there. I will play more of this in the future. I think in the coming months I'm really going to gear down and finally get through the story. I haven't beat all the beasts yet. I'm gonna live stream it, so stay tuned for that. But I really do love Breath of the Wild. The game has tons and tons of hours played, and I cannot wait to see what more I have in store for this game. Number 4 is Sonic Mania with only 2.1 hours. Now this game kind of got overshadowed by another game that you'll see on this list a little bit later, but I really did enjoy playing this game, and I'm obviously going to play it more. I have it digitally on my Nintendo Switch, so it's going to be one of those games where whenever I'm out and about and I don't feel like playing the game that's in the cartridge, I can always just play Sonic Mania that's digitally on my Switch. I really enjoy this game. I made a review of it, but I'll reiterate some of the things that I said on it. I really enjoy how fast-paced the game is. This is my first ever 2D Sonic game that I've ever had, so it's very much a shock to me. I haven't really ever got to enjoy 2D Sonic before, so lots and lots of fun. I really enjoyed the bosses, the maps, all of the challenge. It's a very difficult game, at least for me. So I will definitely continue to play this game. You'll see in the next month update, I think this game's still on the chart. Number 3. Pokken Tournament DX Demo. Now this game is coming out in September 22nd of 2017, and you're gonna see the game surge up the list next month for sure. But I had 4 hours of playtime of the demo. I really enjoyed playing the demo. I got a lot of fun battles in. I got to look around on sets and practice a lot. I used to play the game all the time on the Wii U, but I think for sure, without a doubt, the Nintendo Switch version is the superior version. There are tons of new Pokemon that are in this game that weren't in the original. Scizor, Croagunk, and Empoleon Darkrai, which was a DLC, but I cannot wait to play Scizor. Scizor is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. It's like my 5th favorite, I would say. I also really enjoy Empoleon, and I got to play as Empoleon in this demo. Very enjoyable experience. You see new graphics, new ways to play. I got to play with my Switch Pro controller, and that was a great change up for me. I really enjoyed all of the changes, all the new play styles, and I can't wait to play on the go with this thing. Fighting games are amazing. I tried this game out on the portable mode, and the handheld mode worked fantastically with this style of game, and I can't wait for next month. You'll see a more in-depth review and ideas and thoughts from me next month when the Pokken Tournament game actually comes out, but 4 hours of gameplay was dedicated to Pokken Tournament DX this month, and I really enjoyed the demo. Number 2, this is when things get serious. As you can see, 2 hours, 4 hours of gameplay. Not many hours for those spots at number 5, number 4, and number 3. But here's when we get going. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle got 14 hours of gameplay for me this month. Now, you might think that's pretty small. The game did come out on the 28th, 3 days before the month was over, so the fact that I did get 14 hours of this game in is pretty huge. It took up a good chunk, about 25% of my playtime for this month, despite only being out for 3 days. You're going to see this game surge up the charts next month. I think I've already topped 14 hours for September already, so make sure to stay tuned for that. It's gonna double or triple in hours for next month's update. But with that said, the first few hours of me playing this game was amazing. The first opening cutscene, you're brought into this new world. It's fantastic. It's beautiful. You're going through this whole entire world with tons of fun characters like Rabbid Peach, Rabbid Mario, Rabbid Luigi, and Yoshi, which are all crazy. And then you still feel like you're at home with the Mario world, with having regular Peach and Mario and Luigi and Yoshi, and you get to see Toadette and Toad and Bowser Jr. Everything feels so familiar, but also new and beautiful. The gameplay is so much fun. It feels like I'm playing Fire Emblem, but in a different, more cutesy way, I guess you could say. The gameplay is like kind of fun and careless, but at the same time difficult. It does get harder as you play. But yeah, the first 14 hours of the game that I played wowed me. Wowed me. I don't know how you can say it. I don't know. That's how speechless I am talking about Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Fantastic game. Fantastic graphics. Love the game to death. Now, number 1 is Splatoon 2 with 32 hours. Way more than half of my gameplay of the Nintendo Switch this month was dedicated to Splatoon 2 again. Technically, this is the debut of the game, but it was number 1 last month, if you're wondering. Splatoon was one of my most played games on my Wii U with over 100 hours of gameplay, and I see that happening with the Switch already. It's already at 60 hours total. At the end of this video, I will show you my total hours of gameplay. You'll see my number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. And I'll do the rest of the top 10 as well. Most played games on my Nintendo Switch. That will change throughout the months. You'll be able to see how the list changes, what my most played games of all time on my Switch are, and how that will evolve throughout the Nintendo Switch's lifetime. But Splatoon 2 has already taken the crown. It is a phenomenal game. I was obsessed with the original Splatoon. I love the characters. I love everything about it. This month we got Mayo vs. Ketchup Splatfest. We got tons of fun gameplay with that. We got tons of new weapons. We got the Manta Maria added. We got so many fun new things. Every single Thursday night, you get a new weapon, it feels like, or a new map, or something special. You keep on coming back to the game. I'm currently a B+ on Rainmaker and Splat Zones and Tower Control, and I'm level like 26 right now overall on Turf Wars. I am obsessed with this game. I play it every single day for a few hours. As you can see, it's reflected in the 30+ hours I played it in this month alone. I am addicted, and I'm continuing to be addicted. I will never stop being addicted to Splatoon. Splatoon 2 was a wonderful new addition to my Nintendo Switch library, and I can't wait to play more of it. So now we look at my overall top 5 played games of my Nintendo Switch. I've decided to do my top 5 because I feel like there's not enough titles right now to make a competitive top 10. So we're going to look at my top 5 most played games on my Nintendo Switch. So starting off the list of my top 5 most played games, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with 15 hours. I think the reason why this wasn't that high on my list was because I played a ton of Mario Kart 8 on my Wii U, and getting this game on the Switch wasn't much of a difference, so I only really played the new mode, and that was about it. So that is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe at number 5, holding strong with 15 hours. Number 4, just a GF5 with 20 hours, and I'm nowhere near done with this game, so this could potentially skyrocket up, but I can also see games like Splatoon 2, Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, Mario plus Rabbids overshadowing it and not letting me play much of this GF5 in the future, near future at least. Number 3, ARMS with 25 hours. Now, I fully expect ARMS to rise up to a solid 30 to 35 hours in the coming month or two because of Lollipop coming out and tons more DLC. A big update is coming to ARMS soon, much like how the original Splatoon got updates and made me keep coming back for more. The same will happen with ARMS. I didn't play really much of ARMS at all this month, so I really am excited to come back with open arms to ARMS. At number 2, with overall gameplay hours, we have Breath of the Wild at number 2 with 50 hours of gameplay. And this is a very confusing spot for this game because I think this game has another good 200 to 300 hours with me in the near future. I see myself playing Breath of the Wild for years to come because I'm the type of person that goes super slow, and I'll eventually beat the game, but it's going to take me some time. So this game has always been on the top 3 most played games of the month since release, except for this month where we got a few new games this month. So I really fully expect this to go up a lot more in the near future as I continue to play Breath of the Wild. But a new number 1 emerges, Splatoon 2, with the total gameplay hours of 60 hours. I've been playing this game non-stop since the game came out on July 21st. I see this thing hitting 200 hours easily because this is the type of game that you come back for years and years. I see me playing it a ton next summer and the summer after that, and of course throughout the year, non-summer months as well, as we continue to get new DLC and content. So those are my 5 most played Nintendo Switch games of all time so far. We are 6 months into the release of the Nintendo Switch. Next month, you're going to see an update full of Pokken Tournament DX. You're going to see Mario plus Rabbids with, I can confirm, already having a good 15 hours of gameplay 4 days into this month, so that's going to stomp on the competition. Splatoon 2 has the Splatfest of Flight versus Invisibility under its belt. You're going to see lots of gameplay of that as well, and then as well as ARMS is getting Lollipop this month, so expect that to come up next month as well. So yes, number 1, Splatoon 2, number 2, Mario plus Rabbids, number 3, Pokken Tournament DX, the demo, number 4, Sonic Mania, and number 5, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Those are my top 5 most played games of the month. Make sure to subscribe for the next month's list that will come at the very start of October. What are your most played games of the month? Download parental controls and the App Store and check it out yourself. You can also check to see what your most played Nintendo Switch game overall is by going to your profile on your Nintendo Switch device and looking under Play Activity. It will show you rounded hours of how much each game was played. How many hours did you play Breath of the Wild, Splatoon 2, ARMS, and more? I'd love to see it in the comment section below. Goodbye. Congratulations for making it to the end of this video. You can now watch this video or this other video. You can also hit the subscribe button right here. It's the thing I like to call binge watching, where you keep on watching videos until, well, your whole day is gone. But it's okay. I encourage it. I'll keep it a secret between you and I. Have a good day.